Business can be a lonely game, but it doesn't have to be. Welcome to Boutique Chat, where we explore community over competition and how to scale your company with the balance and the happiness that we all seek. We'll hear from product-based businesses of all types, retailers, e-commerce, and wholesale brands, along with industry experts shaping the future of our industry. I'm your host, Ashley Alderson from the Boutique Hub, and I can't wait to chat. Hey guys, welcome back to the podcast, and more importantly, welcome to season 7. I always get so excited, you guys, when we close the door on one season and we unveil another, because there's always so many new things to come, so many new stories to share, so many more voices to be heard, and you know, our industry is just always changing. And so this is our weekly window to the world to share with you what's working, what's not, and what is coming up next. So as we unveil season 7 here at the Boutique Chat podcast, again, welcome back. I'm so glad you're here. A couple fun things to hear. We, right as we closed season 6, crossed an incredible number here on the podcast, and this is only possible because you guys tune in and listen, but we crossed 2.7 million downloads, which is wild. We started this podcast so long ago and just wanted to get the word out about how to grow your business, and you guys have been so loyal. You've asked amazing questions, you've subscribed to the show, you've left us ratings and reviews, you've jumped in and gave guest suggestions, and I just really thank you for that. Thanks for being here every single week. It is an honor to get to do what I do, and then to meet so many of you guys when I'm at market or out and about, and to hear how you experience this podcast. That just really means the world to me. So thank you, welcome back. I'm so glad that you're here for season 7. So last season, we unveiled something new on the podcast, and that was the launch of our 5-Minute Fridays. And we didn't know how it would go, but we wanted to test it out, and we thought, man, there's kind of a need for like short form, take action now content, because you guys are so busy. And so the feedback that you gave us was incredible. You guys really loved the 5-Minute Fridays last season and just how quick and actionable those short little episodes on Fridays were. So I'm excited to tell you that during season 7, we are going to continue with our 5-Minute Friday episodes, and we're going to do them a little bit different. So yes, I want to give you my perspective on things, but I've always been the girl that believes it's not just what you know, it's who you know. And there's plenty of people in this world much smarter than I am, as demonstrated by our guests every single week. So I have asked some of our service provider partners at the Hub, people that we trust, that work with our members, that have been vetted, that have been, friends of ours for years, who we know offer really quality insights and perspectives and products to our community. So we've asked some of them to join us for 5-Minute Fridays so they can give you really quick and actionable takeaways to the same standard that we want to every single week on the show. So we're going to continue 5-Minute Fridays, and of course, all new guests from inside our industry, from outside of our industry, many new perspectives and stories, whether it's a new retailer, a large and experienced retailer, a wholesale brand, manufacturer, service provider, or somebody who just has a unique marketing or business insight. We're going to get you all of those new episodes coming up. So I am excited. Thank you for being here. I can't wait to kick off this season with you guys. So today, a couple of things I want to do. As we kick this off, I want to give you kind of a state of the union a bit of what's working and what's not. 5 things that I see happening in our industry right now that I want to make sure we're on the same page about. And then I'm so excited because this week we are unveiling Hub 5.0. Hub 5.0. So throughout the years, we have made so many changes to our membership community, our dashboard, our products here at the Hub. And we just, actually it's taken us like 8 months to build this, you guys, to rebuild it. A brand new dashboard, brand new membership updates with Hub 5.0. So I'm going to tell you about that in a little bit. But first, let's do a bit of a State of the Union. Sound good? All right, so I would love to, as I go through these things, and if these are resonating with you and you're like, oh yeah, like I totally see that, or I need to work on that, shoot me a message. So on Instagram at either the Boutique Hub or AJ Alderson, like I would love your feedback on these. And if you have things to add to them or additional perspectives that you want to share, send them my way, because I think 2 heads are always better than 1. So I want to hear what you guys think. All right, here's kind of the first, like as we see what's happening in the industry. The first is organic reach right now is the lowest it's ever been. This is no surprise, right? Showing up requires a serious plan. The old days of, oh, I'm going to just throw up a post on Instagram. I'm going to just throw up a post on Facebook, or, you know, I haven't posted for a couple days. I should get to it. Or maybe like I'm posting a lot, but I'm posting in the exact same way I always have. those old strategies just are not working anymore. Organic is tough. It is tough. If you are somebody like me who meticulously tracks where their traffic comes from, which I mean, I know you retail boot campers out there. I know that's you because we talk about the retail traffic formula so often. But understanding where your traffic comes from is really critical because you have to know what buckets to put that energy and effort back into. So organic is tough right now. So what I see working with organic is, number one, consistency is absolutely the most important thing. So consistency in showing up multiple times a day. Posting once a day is never going to work. It's never going to be enough. So how you're showing up, consistency in your brand, consistency in the number of times you're showing up, I think that's the first most important thing. The second is photo quality and brand quality absolutely matter. I think there was a time where you could get by with, oh, you know, I just am going to throw up this quick photo, or I've got a couple different types of photos that I'm using. Maybe I'm using stock photos. Like, yeah, maybe you could get traction a little bit like that a while back, but no, it doesn't work anymore. Your customer has to know exactly who you are without ever seeing a logo or anything. Like, your photos have to be bright, crisp, clear. They've got to speak for themselves. Your customer has to know who you are, your brand, through everything that you're putting out on social in an extremely consistent way. The other thing I think is really important too with that consistency is we always assume that our customer knows how to do business with us. Like, duh, go to our website, buy the thing, right? We're just like, what? Like, why wouldn't you know that? Well, guess what? They don't. They don't. So consistency in how we give clear calls to action to our customer. One of the biggest mistakes I see with retailers is those who have linked their Facebook and Instagram account. And they're just posting on Instagram and then shoving that over to Facebook and thinking that that's going to get any traction at all. It never works. It never works. If you're listening, if you're doing that right now and you're like, why does my Facebook suck right now? Well, if you're doing that, that's probably why, because Facebook and Instagram are sisters, not twins. And so we have to post on them independently. We can pre-schedule those posts, but they've got to be different, because the biggest thing is, can I get to your content and with one click, get your content into my cart? With one click, can I find the item that I want to buy, even if you're a brick and mortar? With one click, do I know how to purchase with you? If that's not the case for you, if there's not one click that I can make, man, you're wasting a lot of time, right? So if you're posting things and there's no link to purchase, there's no directions on how to purchase, and you just think that I'm going to take the time to click around to your about page and then click around to your website and then click around to new arrivals, and oh, it's not in new arrivals, it's somewhere else. Man, the baby's crying. My husband's called on the phone. I'm driving my car and I'm actually at a stoplight and should never be doing that, right? Like, all these other things are actually happening. So we've got to be really consistent in all of these ways. And finally, just being consistent in brand authenticity. The content that is just sell, 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 it doesn't work. You know, you've got to show enough to sell, but you also have to show enough brand and engagement content to build a brand and to build a community. So being consistent to really drive up that organic reach is number one. Now, number two, in terms of what's happening in the industry, I say all of that, you know, that organic reach is suffering right now. And again, please make a plan this year to be tracking where your traffic comes from. What channel? Is it paid? Is it organic? Is it email? Is it text? Is it Facebook? Is it Instagram? Is it TikTok? Like, you've got to know where it's coming so you know what to feed with your energy. But number two, like this big, like what is actually working right now? Facebook ads. Facebook ads are actually crushing it with a couple of really key strategies that are easy to implement, they're easy to do, and believe it or not, you guys can learn to do them on your own. It is not as hard as you think. So I think a lot of times retailers I hear saying, they say two things. I'm overwhelmed by my numbers, I don't know what reports to run, and I'm overwhelmed by Facebook ads, I don't know how to run ads, right? And I think it's just a learning curve. I think it's a hump that we've got to get over, because you absolutely can do both of those. And you have to do both of those right now, to be just totally frank. Facebook ads, since some changes that took place the 1st of January, have really been crushing it for a lot of our members inside of Boutique Black. So if you guys remember, a year ago, we launched a product, an upper level membership product called Boutique Black, with the sole intention of teaching retailers who are already established, right, who already had a customer base, they already had organic traffic, like they had a lot of those pieces in place. Those of you who have, you know, really been wanting to scale and break through and grow. And we launched this product to help those retailers understand how to run and manage their own SEO, their own Google traffic and their own meta traffic. So we've been teaching how to run your own Facebook ads and how to optimize those ads. And then we've been taking one another's data inside of Boutique Black and sharing it back with the group, that's in Boutique Black, saying, hey, look at what Susie's doing. This is really working. Every single week, we're optimizing people's ads based on what is actually working with data in the group. It is incredible. It comes with one-on-one coaching and live group calls twice a week. It's a wonderful program. And so within that, the data that we've seen back on what's actually working and the dollars people are getting through ROAS is awesome. So don't lose hope. There is an opportunity to drive traffic, get that consistent, organic traffic up like I talked about, but then you learning your own Facebook ads is absolutely possible. Number 2. All right, number 3. Ooh, this one might be a tough one. Okay, so tell me what you think about this. I think that in the past, it was very easy to look on social media and say, oh yeah, everyone's going to every single market and so should I. Like, oh, I'm going to miss out. Like the FOMO was real going to market. But I think we have to take a big step back and say, you know what? Buying and investing in my inventory is not a luxury trip to market every month. That's no longer cost effective for many of you. And I'm hearing this feedback every single day. Buying is investing, right? And so if you are going to invest in products and you're going to invest in your bottom line, you gotta be really strategic about how you're doing it. Every dollar matters. If you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna just make this a vacation to Las Vegas, awesome. I hope you have the best time. But if you're like, I'm gonna do that, plus go to Nashville, plus go to Dallas, plus go to Atlanta, plus go to LA, and I'm gonna do all the things, right? And I don't have a real plan on how to maximize those dollars, I can spend a boatload right now in travel, in meals, in hotels, and then am I really getting the best pricing in all of my purchases there? Now, okay, hear me out. I say this, I'm a huge believer in going to market. I believe you should go, but I think you have to have a really good plan when you do go. Pick the ones you want to go to, be clear about it with your vendors. Hey, I know that I love going to Dallas, I will see you there. Hey, I know I love going to Atlanta, I'm gonna see you there. Let your vendors know where you're going to be because they're also trying to plan. There is more markets in 2025 than there ever has been before. More dates. And these vendors are like, oh my gosh, whiplash, trying to be everywhere. And they're small businesses too, just like us retailers are. And so communicate with them about what's working for you and where you're going to be. Make a plan for yourself and your expense category and how much and where you're going to travel. And then absolutely make the most of that trip. But know that you don't have to be everywhere all the time. I want to just give you permission that that's okay. But also knowing we can't completely cut out markets. Markets are such an essential part of our industry. Knowing that I can go there and build relationships with my vendors, I can discover new ones who are not on these marketplaces, who are not in LA or other places. And then also knowing if I'm home and gift, I should really be exploring the apparel category. If I'm apparel, I should really be exploring the home and gift showroom category. There's a lot of uncovered gems that most people have no idea exist at some of the markets they're already attending. So I would just encourage you to do a little bit better job of maximizing those market experiences because they're crucial to know the quality of product that you're getting and to build those relationships. If you have a question, you guys, on any of the markets, our team goes to all of them. We have a showroom in Atlanta, we have a showroom in Dallas, we're in Nashville, we're in Vegas, we're all the places. So I really encourage you, reach out to our team at the Hub. Let us know if you have a question and you're like, hey, I'm looking for a certain type of brand. Where could I go? We would love to help you with that and just help make this decision a lot easier for you. So reach out anytime on that. All right, related to that really is number 4. And that is that, I've heard this saying, I think it was somebody at management one told me this, and they were like, money can cover up a lot of sins. Money can cover up a variety of sins, I think is what it was. And what I mean by that is when you see cash in the bank, it's a lot easier to make a frivolous decision about how I should invest it, right? Oh, I'm just getting by. There's money in the bank. I'm probably doing good enough. This year, I've got to really encourage you. Good enough isn't good enough, right? This is the time where you become a strategic investor of your money. This is the time where we no longer bury our head in the sand about, oh, I don't know the numbers. Oh, I don't know how to do QuickBooks. Oh, I don't know what reports to run. You cannot be a successful retailer in 2025 if you don't take the time to dig in and at least learn some of it, right? You don't have to become an expert, but trust me, from somebody who I've said for years I'm not a numbers person. And I really believe that statement, you guys, comes from a childhood experience that we had, right? So I had a math teacher who I did not see eye to eye with. He hated my guts. I struggled in math in high school growing up. And so then I told myself I'm just not good at the numbers. And it was a belief that I've now carried the rest of my life until I finally, in my first job in economic development, had an amazing small business owner who owned a hotel, and she was also an accountant. She was wonderful. And she took the time to sit with me and explain to me all the reports in QuickBooks to really understand how it all works. She was wonderful, and she said, Ashley, I know you have a marketing and communications brain, and that's how you love to think. Let's let the numbers create a story that you can use with marketing and communications. And then it becomes so much fun. So I encourage you, if you're somebody who maybe had that same, experience growing up, and you've somehow told yourself along the way, I'm not a numbers person, there is hope for you, and you can be a numbers person. So jump inside of the training library at the Boutique Hub, or in Retail Boot Camp, or working with Christine Gray, who's amazing, or just simply using your Boutique Boss planner that has some of these done for you reports in them. You can learn your numbers, and you've got to learn them in 2025, because just being good enough and having a little money in the bank is not good enough. We want you to be profitable so you can build a long-term sustainable business. Have you ever wondered if someone else in business is going through the exact same thing you are right now? Whether it's an obstacle to overcome or a new opportunity you aren't sure if you should pursue or not, or maybe just some of those same questions about, man, am I really getting the most out of my inventory or my Facebook ads or my team? How can I do business just a little bit better and enjoy life just a little bit more? Well, those are a lot of the questions that we answer on a day-to-day basis inside of our community at the Boutique Hub. If you're listening and you aren't yet a member of our community, I want to invite you to join us. We have 14 different niche Facebook groups to connect you with store owners at the same level and just like you, no matter what you sell. Home and gift, apparel, children's specialty, we've got groups for all of that. Plus, we want to get you up to date with the latest training, the latest information and strategy on what's working right now in our industry with our weekly education plus our maxed out training library. We also have hundreds and hundreds of vetted, amazing wholesale brands who have been proven to do business in boutiques. We don't like trademark infringement. We don't like brands with poor customer service. We handpick the best of the best. And the best of the best love working with Boutique Hub members as well. So they offer numerous discounts and free shipping, whether it's at market, inside of our groups, or on our own wholesale platform, hubventory.com, with thousands of dollars in savings just for Boutique Hub members. So if you aren't yet a member, we'd love to invite you to join us at theboutiquehub.com/join to be a part of our community on a daily basis. I can't wait to see you inside, and I can't wait to see you connect with amazing business owners who are serious about their business, just like you. All right, finally, number 5. This is forest through the trees, you guys. Number 5 is managing your team and optimizing your team can't be an afterthought. Leadership can't be an afterthought, right? The second you start to hire a team, you're a leader. And it's one of the most shocking experiences I know every business owner can relate to is hiring your first team, or getting a year down the road after you've had your first team going, oh, I could do way better. Like I was overwhelmed. I was a little bit intimidated. I maybe had a little imposter syndrome, but I can do this. And I think that's been a huge learning curve for me at the Hub, and I'm so blessed with an amazing team. But I really believe the reason we have an amazing team here at the Hub is because we were so adamant early on what our culture was going to be. Like, this is who we are. This is what we believe. This is how we show up. And so we attracted that type of person, and we quickly repelled people who weren't. And we also had to be really direct and upfront with people when they got on our team and they were not a good fit for that culture. We had to let them go. And so we've had some amazing hires, but unfortunately we've had to make some fires. And those suck. They're hard, but they're so necessary in order to build the team that you want. And if I could go back and give you guys any advice from like the trial and error along the way, I mean, the culture thing is huge, but then accountability is absolutely crucial. You as a leader defining what does done look like in your eyes, like this is where I'm going, and define like this is a project you're working on, this is what it means for it to be done. And then working your way backwards, breaking that down into steps and holding people accountable to those numbers, scorecards, metrics, outcomes. The accountability piece is key. If you don't ever hold people accountable, you're never going to reach the end goal. So that piece along the way, you guys, you've got it in you. You can be an amazing leader, but just showing up, being raw, being vulnerable, and holding people accountable, making sure you're having consistent meetings and showing people what is the big vision and how you're going to get there, man, you can be so inspiring and change someone's life. I think most of us can look back on our life and ask ourselves, along the way, did we have a boss that really changed our perspective on the world? Did we have a boss along the way that really changed our lives? I could name a couple of them that were amazing leaders and mentors that truly changed my life. And I think now as a business owner, I look at that as, wow, what an opportunity. I have that opportunity now to do that for other people. I'm so grateful for the people who did that for me. And now how can I do that for others? And I hope that's true for you. You look at this as an opportunity to shape a young person's life and do it in the same way that maybe someone shaped your life. All right, so those are my top 5 industry changes. And again, reach out. I want to know, what do you think? What else do you see coming? I see opportunity ahead, but it's going to be opportunity through some change. I think that the old way that our industry has worked no longer works. There's a lot of change, and I think you've got to be willing and able and excited to adapt to what's happening right now. Otherwise, it's going to be tough to maintain along those same lines. So again, I see change, but in change, man, do I see opportunity. I see so much opportunity. As I look back to some of the conversations I've had with retailers about how was your January, your J month, how's your year starting off so far? Yeah, there's been some struggles that I've definitely been hearing, or people going out of business. There's been a lot of that. But equally, I'm hearing some really great things. I'm hearing people who had record Januaries. And I think a lot of it is a mindset shift and a focus shift of how they're going to show up and how they're going to operate that business in the new year. And it's not always that bigger is better, but better is better. So the businesses that I'm seeing that are doubling down, getting lean, being leaders, optimizing systems and processes, but also being incredibly honest about what they're really good at, or maybe the products, the categories, the market that they're really good at, and going all in on that and not trying to be something for everyone. Those are the people that I'm really seeing stand out right now. So keep it up. There's awesome opportunity ahead, and we're going to be here every step of the way at the Hub to help you see what's working and to get you through to that next level. That is our mission every single day here at the Hub. So here's how we're changing to accommodate what's happening in 2025. So number one, I told you this week we are unveiling Hub 5.0. We know in the past with some of the dashboards and just like logging into your membership at the Hub, some of those things, I don't know, they haven't been as user friendly as I would like them to be. So we launched and are launching an incredibly brand new, easy to use dashboard experience for all of our members at the Hub this week, Hub 5.0. This, as always, gets you quickest access to the information that we know you need to continue to shift and to grow your business, but also really quick and easy access to the resources and discounts that you need to find those resources, but then save money along the way. And the way that we've always designed our membership at the Hub is that it should pay for itself. Like, you should be able to find enough discounts on a daily basis, whether it's with providers, with tools, resources, and apps, or with wholesale brands, that your membership should pay for itself. So that's the goal, and we want to get you quicker access to all of that. So inside of your new Hub 5.0 dashboard, there is right where you have, if you've purchased a course for us or a handbook or something like that from us before, it is right there on that dashboard, 6 brand new modules, I'll call them, that make up your new Hub dashboard. It's divided into 6 areas. And here's what you're going to find. So the first one is your membership experience. And this is like all the nuts and bolts of your membership, getting started with your membership, optimizing your membership, dashboard tours so you know where to find everything, and then all of the current happenings inside of membership. So your monthly membership bundle, current events, promotions, marketing strategies, all of that stuff, upcoming trainings and replays, all of that is in your membership experience. The second area is a massive training library that we're completely redoing. So we have a lot of older trainings in there that maybe still be relevant, but I mean, Lord, I'm like wearing blue light glasses and I'm in my spare bedroom at my house 6 years ago, and it's awful. I can't look at myself anymore, guys. And there's just better content we can create for you. So we're gonna burn it down and we're gonna start over. And we've got some amazing new trainings that are filling that training library. Tons of amazing templates, checklists, downloads, done for you ideas, engagement graphic libraries. Of course, the My Metrics tool, which is your complete website auditor. that grades you on how your website is performing against the rest of the industry. So that My Metrics tool is amazing. Our trend reports are in the training library. Our new magazine Trend Lines is in the training library. All of this is in this new massive training library. The third area of your dashboard is the events section. So this is if you're going to an event, you're wondering about your member must-see list, which of course has access to all those discounts that we talk about. All of that is in the My Events section, along with upcoming trainings, the boutique summit information, all of that. Fourth is your service provider directory. So if you're looking for someone to help with accounting or building you a new website or a Shopify app or a website provider like Square, all of their information is in the service provider directory, and then all the discounts that they offer you exclusively as a member of the hub. Again, this is where your membership should be paying for itself, is with those service providers and then with our wholesale brands. So then the fifth area of the site is the wholesale section of the site. This is how you can dig into how to meet over 1,000 really quality, vetted, amazing wholesale brands, whether it's through our Facebook groups, through our wholesale platform, hubventory.com, which you guys has hundreds of free shipping and 5-10% off discounts just for members of the hub. It is some of the best pricing you're going to get from these brands out of any platform at all. So check that out. Click on on hubventory.com, the hub button in the corner. That will tell you what your member discount is shopping with that brand. Or if you're going to be shopping in person at Market, again, our must-see list, where you can also access some of those discounts with brands. And then finally, the last module on the dashboard is for the groups. So of those 15 niche Facebook groups that we have, all of those are linked up on the dashboard. So we're so excited about the brand new Hub 5.0 rollout, this new dashboard, and how to make your membership experience so much easier. The second thing that we're rolling out with Hub 5.0, and we're just so excited about, is Boutique Hub Black now is over a year old, and it has been growing like crazy. So we now have 4 coaches inside of Boutique Hub Black. So when you're talking about getting one-on-one coaching with ad strategy, SEO strategy, e-commerce strategy, there's now 4. So you can get access to that help really, really quickly. And man, the coaching calls are unbelievable inside of that program. So that's our highest level program along with Retail Bootcamp here at the Hub. And that has been growing and expanding as well. The third change with Hub 5.0 that I'm so excited about is, I hope you guys have seen this, our new annual membership offer. So we've kept pricing the same here at the Hub for years and years and years. We've always wanted membership to be extremely affordable and make sense for every single member, no matter how new or old you are. And again, we want that membership to pay for itself. So what we did this year is our monthly membership price, of course, if you're already a member, you're grandfathered in, prices don't change. But new membership price did go up slightly from monthly members to $59 a month, but our annual pricing actually came down. So when you join not as a monthly member, but you join for a year at a time at the Hub, it's $29 a month paid in full, paid annually, right? Renewing annually, but you get over $1,300 in bonuses. So you get access to all of our best-selling masterclasses and all of our best-selling handbooks for free. Plus, you get access to best of our boutique summit speakers from all of our past sessions. And you guys have asked us for this again and again, that one-on-one coaching experience. You get access to book one-on-one coaching calls with our team at the Hub. That is only available to annual members. So take advantage of that too if you're already inside the Hub. All right, finally with Hub 5.0, we launched a new magazine, right? We've done a trend report for season after season here at the Hub. We just simply renamed this trend report and we are building it out, beefing it up, and it's called Trend Lines. So this is your opportunity to discover the latest trends in business, in marketing, in technology, in retail, in leadership, plus of course in products. So we go through all the trends in colors and textures and prints. We talk about fashion, we talk about accessories, we talk about shoes, we talk about home and gift, we talk about children's, the pet market, the specialty market. We're trying to scour the internet and scour the world on what is coming, what are we gonna see, and then where can you go find those products right now to stock in your store. A lot of you have taken the information inside of these trend reports back to your Facebook groups and to your Instagram stories to educate your own customers on what they're gonna be seeing and what they can get really excited about. So I love how you guys have started to use Trend Lines and have been using it for the last couple of years with the trend report. And there's gonna be more to come with the rollout of Hub 5.0 and with Trend Lines. All right, finally, last thing I'll mention for today is Boutique Summit. So with Hub 5.0, we've also done a complete overhaul of the Boutique Summit for this year, which is our industry's largest event. So this has now become more of a workshop style where you come in and yes, there's a main stage and these big keynote speakers and there's hundreds of us together at this event. It's our largest event for the industry. But also, we want to get you into workshops where you're not just sitting there listening and taking notes, but you're actually implementing as you go. I want you to come to the summit, and I want you to leave with the things that you've learned implemented. I don't want you to go home with a massive to-do list. I want a to-done list when you walk out the door. So that's the focus of our team. That's the focus of the speakers, is to help you walk in the door and then walk out with all of these amazing things implemented. So it is going to be an event not like we've done before, and I'm really excited about it, June 8th and 9th in Dallas, Texas. So make sure you grab that summit ticket if you haven't already. All right. Ooh, man, so much changing, Hub 5.0, but also things that are just changing in the industry. And as I mentioned before, we are ripe with opportunity right now. So I can guarantee you my team and I are going to be here every single week, whether it's in the podcast or in membership or on the gram or in retail bootcamp, wherever it is, giving you the latest of what's working. We're going to be here walking side by side with you every step of the way. So please don't be a stranger. Reach out anytime you need anything, and we would love to help you in your business. All right, as always, thanks you guys for listening to this podcast. Thank you for launching season 7 with me and listening all the way to the end. I love that. If you could please do me a favor and please leave a rating and review for this show, that would mean the world. Subscribe if you haven't already, but let us know what you think. That rating and review really goes a long way on all the podcast channels that we launched this show. And if you ever have suggestions or guests, people that you think would be really great, shoot us a message on Instagram at The Boutique Hub or myself personally at AJ Alderson. All right, that's it. I will be here with you next week, and we're going to keep those 5-Minute Fridays running. I can't wait to see you, hopefully in person at a market or at the Boutique Summit, something like that soon. I wish you the very best in business this year. Let's go have some fun, guys. Thanks for listening, guys. I hope you took away all kinds of nuggets and new ideas from this week's episode. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a rating and review. We love to hear your feedback and give you a chance to be featured on the show each and every week. For more information on our spirit of community over competition and to access guest downloads and bonuses and all the resources we talked about on the show, head on over to theboutiquehub.com and join the community. We'll see you next week.